Hey, it's Friday. Woohoo! I love this weather. It is cooling off finally, and where I live, it's gonna be nice pretty much through early January. So I'm gonna take lots of walks and enjoy this weather. And since it's Friday and since I'm in the middle of some sewing projects, I thought I'd just take you guys along with me while we chat about what I'm working on and what I'm gonna be working on. So up next, I'm still doing those alterations I think I mentioned last week, and I'm gonna go ahead and put buttons on this shirt right now. And how I do that is I just, I don't use the pattern instructions. I've never used those little pieces of paper they give you in the pattern that shows you your buttonhole guide, I guess you could say. What I do instead is I use a shirt that I like. I like the separation of the buttons, or, you know, whatever. And this time I'm using a shirt I upcycled last year. And this one is one of my favorites because I put stretch on the back and it is still woven in the front. This shirt didn't fit me before and now it does. So I love this, and I plan on doing one of these very near in the future, especially since it's October and it's upcycling October. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay this flat on my shirt that needs buttonholes, and I'm gonna mark it to show me where I need to sew those. Right, well, I'm off buttonholing on the side. I'd like to talk to you about the dress I made last week because I am really happy about it, especially since it wasn't a dress. I had this idea to create some kind of fun sleeves out of this peasant blouse pattern. And I did that. You can see the sleeves are pretty puffy. These are what they originally looked like. And I used the slash and spread method to create much bigger, much more voluminous sleeves like I'm wearing here. This is what I made last week. And then I decided I had all this extra fabric, and I just decided to make it into a dress. So I took some of that fabric, actually I took most of the fabric, and split it in two. I had about 25 inches extra on each side, so I was able to add it to the bottom of this shirt, this peasant blouse, and make it into a peasant blouse dress. I'll put some better photos in here, but this is what I worked on last week. I'm super happy about it, especially this material, which I didn't think I could do anything with because I just thought it was too bold, I guess. But it turns out it makes a really nice formal dress. I don't think I'll be wearing this to work. I work in a pretty casual environment, but I definitely will be wearing it next spring. And you can see I did something silly here too, right? I put on some bomber jacket cuffs. And the reason I did that is I just like how easy it is to push up the sleeves with this kind of sleeve. And it just gives me a little bit more control over what I'm wearing. So very happy with the crazy puffy sleeves I made. And I'm actually satisfied with this part too. Usually I've made this peasant blouse pattern several times before, and I never get this flat. Never ever looks right. So this time it worked out pretty well. And what's funny about this material is it reminds me exactly of cheesecloth. If it didn't have a print on it, I'm pretty sure it would be cheesecloth. And that kind of got me thinking, how much is cheesecloth by the yard? And can I buy some and dye it and make another dress? So I think I might be looking into that in the future just to have some fun. But I wanted to give you a quick update on what I sewed before we get back into what I'm sewing right now. All right, see you later. Hey, look, a shirt with buttons. Buttons. Okay, so I used white thread because I couldn't find any black thread to match my buttons, but I have a handy dandy marker here, and all I'm gonna do is cover up the white thread so that it matches. This actually works pretty well. Be very hard not to get it on my shirt itself. And there we go. No more white thread sticking out of my black buttons. Problem solved. And this shirt fits really well. I love it. It's the short sleeve version. I have to just hem the sleeves. That's the last thing I need to do. But check it out. It's, can you see? It fits well everywhere, around the waist. There are no darts in this pattern. It sits really well on my full boobies. And I just about like this pattern a lot. So what is it? It's this one. Simplicity 9646, AKA the pirate shirt. And it is version C. This is version C at least. And hang on a second, I'll show you version A. I made that as well. Right back. And this is version A, full on pirate sleeves. I like both versions. This fabric is super soft. They're both cotton. But the other one is quilting cotton. I'm not quite sure what this is, but definitely I can feel like this is like a worn t-shirt that's been washed like 100,000 times. It's very soft. And I think the sleeves are cool. I seem to be in a puffy sleeve renaissance. So I am very happy if anybody wants a comfortable shirt that seems to fit pretty well, especially in the plus size version. I think I made a, gosh, I want to say 22. Try it out. And buttons again. So 2-time win for this pattern. Next up is the modifications I'm going to do on that yellow shirt, or yeah, the yellow shirt is next. Thanks. So now that we've done some buttonholing, and I have 2 more shirts to wear to work, very excited about that because I've been running through my closet and we don't have a washer and dryer yet. So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks without washing our clothes. I need to get on to this project. This is one that I don't know, it has some gathering, I guess. I can't find the pattern for this one. I made it months and months ago, last year, probably 2022. It has 2 facings. So my guess is that this one is interfaced. That somehow fits around these shoulders here. You can see there's some gathering involved. So I believe what I do is fit the front and the back interfacing like a sandwich is my guess, and then try to get that into the fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. I think this is right. I've got the interface facing goes on first and inside. So I have gathering thread. Looks like it fell out though from when I had it before. I might have to redo that. So I gather all of this in here and sew it all the way around. Okay, I think this is right. And then once the back is on, I take this front piece and put it right on top and then sew that on and somehow attach it like together so that it's all secret. Do I have to sew it on first together like that? And then, oh, I think I'll do that first. I think I'll sew these together first and just kind of put it in like you would put on a cuff. Let me do that. It seems a lot easier. No, wait, that wouldn't work either. All right, I'm gonna have to fuss around with this some more. I'll let you guys know what I do. I have low expectations of this working. So let's unfold it and see what it Whoa. I think it worked. I really screwed this up last time I made it because I sewed it on backwards, but I just put the facing on. Can you guys see it's an actual top? This is exciting for me because I wish you could have seen the original version. The corners, whoa, pretty much suck. Have to figure out what to do there, but I think maybe I'll do some hand stitching. But this looks like a top, finally. All I have to do is put the other side on, and this one is done. All right, this isn't working. I finished though. I finished putting the facing back into this shirt, and I actually found the pattern. It's the McCall's 8202, and it looks really cute in the photo, and I just don't think it looks really cute on me. Maybe it does because this fabric is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this fabric. But as far as how this fits, this all here, it's not working for me. And I think the main reason is because it wants to fall off my shoulders. I suppose I could wear it this way. And you know, it does seem like it wouldn't fall down any farther. So maybe if I just, you know, I'm wearing a sports bra, no big deal. Maybe I can wear it this way, but I certainly can't wear it this way because there's just too much fabric here. So on to the next project. The final project I want to tackle today is this shirt. I made this last year, and as you can see in my last video, and actually right now, this thing is too huge on me. I didn't lose weight, I just didn't choose the right pattern size for it. And originally I liked it because I liked comfortable things, and I totally like comfortable things still, but I found that I kept making 2 sizes too big or even 1 size too big, thinking that I needed that extra fabric to be comfortable. But it turns out that if your garment fits well, it should be comfortable anyway. So what I'm gonna do with this is try to fix it, try to get rid of some of that bulk. And my thinking is I'm not gonna do darts, but I was thinking about doing some gathering, some under bust gathering, I guess you could say, under each bust. And maybe if I can find some elastic thread, I have some, I might do that so I can still pull it over my head. Also the back, there's a lot of fabric back there, and I might try some, I don't know, maybe I will do some darts in the back to fix that. So a couple other issues with this shirt are that it is too low on the shoulders. I want to try to get the sleeves up, and I think that'll help with some of this weirdness across the chest as well. If I can change the armhole some way where I can still lift my arms easy, like something like that. Take it in a bit, and then it'll fit better around the top, and it'll also not look so baggy. And hopefully it'll still be comfortable. So that's what I'm gonna work on next. A lot for a Friday, but I tend to almost done here, so that's awesome. In order to fix the peasant blouse, I decided to actually just cut it all apart. So I took off the sleeves. Those I removed, and I also, what did I do? Opened up the edges here. So my intention is to trim off. I'm gonna have to do trace a little pattern here so I know how to cut, but I'm gonna trim off about 2 inches from each side, put the sleeves back on. I'm gonna trim off a couple inches down here as well, and hopefully it'll fit me after I do that. Let's see. I was seriously worried about putting this back on, but the good news is that it fits. And not only that, it fits. So I think I like it more. You can also see that it isn't as, it actually looks like it fits, right? It fits in the shoulders, like my shoulders are right here. And there's a lot less fabric here, but I can still move around, and it is still comfortable. So, I do think that I did one thing. I'm not quite sure why the sleeves are a little tighter in here. They bind a bit, so I didn't do something quite right, and maybe that's how I cut out the sleeve pattern. Maybe it should have been further out this way, but at least I guess you could say this is an upcycle or a recycle or something, because I made this fit me. So yay. And thank you everyone. If you're still here, thank you so much. It was fun to do a little bit of sewing to get those last projects done with you. Thank you. And next week, I think I might be working on that walkaway dress. So stick around.